Okay, friends, so let's talk about the 80-20 rule for scaling and how to focus on the best 20% and then make that 80%. There are things in your life you have to delete. These are the things that cause you to get F's on your business or your life, like negative thinking, unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, bad customers that don't pay you on time and give you a headache, low performing workers. Neutral means that it is something you have to diminish. You can dedicate maybe 5% of your life to it, but it really produces D's in your life. It doesn't produce A's. If travel vacations that maybe you do have one or two, concerts and events, they're fun, they're entertaining, but they're not really helping you with your business. Shopping and restaurants, maybe you leave that for Saturdays with the families, and that's okay. Not that you have to eliminate it completely. Social media, television streaming, not that sports are bad or novelas are bad, but if you're constantly watching them and they're taking out hours of your life, there are things you might want to diminish. Maybe give 5% of your week to that. Here's where it gets a little bit tougher. It's when you have to defer and delegate things that are good and even the things that are better. There's busy work. Maybe it's that you're managing invoices, you're being the salesperson, you're up on a roof, you're taking care of urgent and small calls instead of studying and planning and strategizing for the week. You're doing day-to-day work. None of this is bad. It has to be done, by the way. But you're now deferring this to other people so you can spend more time in your week to plan. Delegate are things that in your life you can do, but it might be 10% of your time. So extended family parties. It's okay to have them, but not every weekend to be at every quinceañera and every party. Friends, events, and activities. Business networking is good, but it's not good when you don't get as much ROI. Medium-sized jobs and doing a manager job. And then dedicate the best. It might be strategic planning, diet and exercise, spending time with your kids at their events, high paying jobs and customers, and leadership development. So this last 20% should be 80% of your time. And it's impossible to delete the neutral, good, and better. What I would say is to diminish it. And then maybe there is a weekend where you go and you do a hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to consider what in your business are the two things you have to focus on the most. Give 80% to grow your business. Because if you're focusing on everything, you really don't have any, your business is going to scale. It might grow a little bit, but it will not scale. I'm not telling you what to put as number one. Maybe for you, it is, I'm going to focus on sales and marketing, and I'm going to work on operations and systems. And that's what's going to get your business to scale. You've got to figure out what is it that gives you more return on investment. Let's just imagine I do an ideal week, 80-20 week. Let's just say that I spend all of Sunday with family time, going to church, spending time with them. I go to the kids' event on Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday I have date night with my wife. Monday, I'm working on marketing department, just focused on them and coaching them and leading and doing vision with them. Tuesday is sales, Wednesday is office department, Thursday is operations. And then what I'll do maybe Friday, if I'll go off, I won't go into the office. I'll go into my office in the house and just strategize. Maybe that's time for coaching, for personal coaching and development. Every day I'm focusing on a different department and helping them get to the next level. Saturday is my binge watch Stranger Things while I'm on Facebook and listening to my favorite music and eating a pizza. I might give myself that day. Or it might be a day that I dedicate to my personal hobby. That day can be like the Holy Spirit. I come and I go however I want, but I've already done 80% to the 20% that's most important. How are you going to schedule your life around what gives you the most return on investment? Say no to 80% of what you're doing right now. Focus on the 20% that's most effective, and then just be disciplined. And you'll find you have time. You have time to exercise. You'll have time to diet. This is the hardest part about strategy. Strategy really is saying no to 80% of things. We've got to stop lying and be real honest with ourselves to say, is all this busyness really getting me where I need to go?